All right, P-Dub Nation, we are back with another show for you guys. We got our man JT on with us today. We, of course, going to have a lot going on. We got March Madness coverage coming later this week. So if you're here for that, come back on Wednesday. Scott and I will be doing that. Today, we're going to go through 7 of the games, 6 of them. We do not have premium plays on. One of them will be a premium play. And really quick, before we do a full dive in, catch up with everybody, see it running below. We do have a DraftKings March Madness bracket running. It is 100% free to enter. There's a $5,000 prize pool. I believe it is DK dollars technically, eligible for all 50 states. That link is in the description. Go ahead and click that. But let's go ahead and dive in. Fellas, how we doing? Big NBA slate cooking up today.
What's up, everybody?
JT, no, get in there, bro. It's your first time on the show. Let's go.
Let's go. YouTube show. I'm liking this setup, man. I see the banner. I see the DK odds and the game spreads, totals, scrolling. I'm liking it, man. I'm liking it. Got some good props for you guys. I'm going to be giving out the free prop, the official free prop that was dropped on the Instagram, as well as I'm going to give out some leans. I do have 5 other props. I believe it's 5 in the actual package. So, one free prop that I'm giving out on this live, and then outside of those other 5 props, I'll have a couple leans from the other games for you guys as well today.
Love the JT. As always, if you guys have any questions out there, put them in the chat. We'll try to get to them at the end. If any of them are urgent, pressing questions, we'll address them as we go through. Other than that, I don't know, Scott, you got anything else? You ready to kick off and give these guys some winners?
I'm going to go live on IG right now, too. We're getting this show fired up today. I'm feeling good. We got 7 NBA free picks from BA, myself, and then 7 props like JT's going to roll in here. I'm happy you joined the YouTube show, JT. Glad you are here and live, and we're ready to go. I'm ready to go 7-0 today on these leans and smoke Ben's ass.
Yo, what'd you go on Friday? I went 5-3. I forgot to check in.
I don't remember Friday. Friday's in the past. I'm only worried about
All right. I'll let you have it. We'll see how these keep on going. For those of you guys watching, if you guys want to keep score at home, please too keep us in check here so we can know who's doing what. Scott, you going live on Instagram there?
Yeah, we're live on IG, but that's all right. Keep going. Let's keep rolling.
All right, guys. First game we have on the board. Well, technically the first game is the Heat versus the Knicks. That is a premium play in that game, so we won't be touching it. The next one we have going on here, we have the Rockets and the 76ers. Real quick on the scheduling today, it is a big-time West Coast scheduling. We got a bunch of games going off at 10 o'clock Eastern, 7 o'clock Pacific. So if you're on the West Coast, that'll be a blast. If you're an East Coast guy, I'm sorry. But starting it off here with the Sixers and the Rockets, you have Houston red hot right now, 6 straight wins, doing that by an average of 16.8 points. They're 5-1 against the spread in that stretch. They're coming in with the 76ers team now who's on a back-to-back. They take care of business against the Mavs yesterday. That's really tough for this team who's already shorthanded to go in and play on a back-to-back. It's going to be tougher on them, a lot of heavier legs. 76ers have been flying over 8-1 their last 9 8-1 the last 9 meetings, 6-1 the 76ers last 7 games. Rockets last 2 games go over. My lean here on this game is to the over. It's a big number here. Could only want to lay it with Houston. They've been winning by double digits a lot. And we talked about it on Friday against Dallas. You got to take care of business against these shorthanded teams. They did it. They won by 30+ against the Mavs. Wouldn't be surprised to see something similar tonight.
Damn it, Ben. We're on the same side. Total over 222.5. Rockets, 117.5 points per game in their last 4 games. Jalen Green just been lighting up. 41 points against this Sixers team earlier in the year. Sixers, we all know they can't play D. Effort level low on the defensive end. 120+ points in 3 of their 5 games, including 125 points to who? The Dallas no-name Mavericks, right? Giving up 125 points to the Mavericks, it's asinine. That's terrible. Houston hit the over in 3 of their last 4 games with an average of 230 points per game. High scoring recently, 234 points per game in their last 5. Rockets 8-2 in their last 10, averaging 117 points in their last 10 home games. So Rockets clicking on all cylinders. 76ers, no defense. Over 222.5 seems a little bit light. Should be closer to 227. I got 5 points of value here. Not good enough to get to premium, but good enough to get on this show. Give me the over. Rockets, 76ers, 222.5.
Lined up with you there. And when we talk about point value, guys, if a number is off on a total, like Scott just said, 5 points, total points is worth a lot less than a spread. If you're 5 points off on the spread, that's a massive edge. But you got to think, for the 222 points, 5 points means a whole lot less than it does on a spread. JT, what you cooking up? Any big leans here on the prop side of things in this matchup?
All right, solid. So this first game, Heat and Knicks, we're going to lean there.
76ers Rockets. Go ahead and drop us a heat on that game.
Okay, gotcha. So, all right, solid. 76ers and Rockets, man. I'm going with, maybe people don't know this guy. He's off the bench right now. He's in the starting lineup. Jared Butler, man. Jared Butler. I like him for over 7.5 rebounds and assists, man. This guy, 8.5 rebounds and assists, 8.5 rebounds and assists, not 7.5. This guy, he's shooting guard. He's been playing big minutes. Been getting about 30 minutes per game. He's in the lineup. He's replacing, obviously, all of the people who's hurt for the 76ers right now. I just like him in this spot, really. I don't really have too much deep analysis as this is a lean. And the 76ers are expected to get blown out this game. But I do think he's going to play heavy minutes. And when this guy's play heavy minutes, he could contribute and get it done. So take him for over 8.5 assists is a lean. I like that one.
Yeah, thank you.
Y'all got to get y'all ball knowledge up if y'all don't know who this is. So I know a lot of people are not going to tell them just because you don't know who this is. But, hey, that's where some of the good spots be.
Yeah, it's not for the casuals there. And just so you guys know, thank you for reiterating that, JT. These are all leans. We have, 5 premium props and sides and totals in the NBA tonight, guys. So if you guys want that, get on a package. We will have a free premium prop from JT a little later on and a free premium side later on from Scott and I. Next matchup, we got the Pistons and the Pelicans. I don't know if you guys saw the rant from Bickerstaff the other day, freaking out about the game against OKC. Not happy with the way SGA was playing, not happy with the way the whistle was blowing. We'll see if that carries on. Yeah, he did give us. I got to imagine, dude, this Pistons team comes with a chip on their shoulder today. Pelicans, a lot of question marks. Zion questionable, Olynyk questionable, Misic questionable. That's 2 7-footers and a very big power forward in Zion Williamson. As far as a lot of size could be missing. Would expect the Pistons to come in with a chip on their shoulder. Shout out Detroit on the road this season. Second best in the NBA, 21-11 against the spread. That includes in their last 8 games, 7-1 against the spread, 6-2 straight up. I like Detroit with a chip on their shoulder. Bickerstaff, when your head coach lays it out on that in the post-game interview, you know your young players are showing up for you the next game.
I think Ben's – are you tapping into my computer, bro? Like, what's going on here? We lined up again. Maybe we're on the same page. That's a good call for premium tonight. I'm just playing, guys. But Pistons, -6.5. I'm on them as well. Cade Cunningham, just been lights out lately, playing absolute phenomenal. 28-plus points in his last 5 games. I mean, just really leading the charge for this motivated Pistons team, looking to grab that grab a playoff spot this year. Pelicans, just a mess. 25th in defensive efficiency, allowing their opponents to shoot 47% plus from the field this season, giving up 52 points in the paint over their last 5 games. The Pistons should definitely be able to exploit that. Pelicans effort level, again, low here. BA mentioned it, 11-2-1 ATS, or excuse me, 21-11-2 ATS on the road this season. Exceptional Pelicans. In contrast, 9-24 ATS at home. Fucking terrible. And they got a depleted roster with a motivated Pistons team currently sitting 6th in the East. They got a tough schedule ahead. In my opinion, Detroit comes into this game. Hey, this is a must-win game. Let's make a statement. Let's sit our starters in the 4th quarter, right? So I think Detroit gets out to a fucking big lead. So it might be a good look for a first half bet, but I'm going Pistons -6.5. They sit the starters in the 4th. They got a 20-point lead going into the 4th quarter. That's my strong lean. And Ben and I are lined up on the first 2 leans of the day.
Yeah, guys, just, when we are lined up and it's not a premium play, you might be wondering why. It's just because the number's not enough there for an edge. And that's really ultimately what it comes back to, the number. But if we were to play it, it would be that side. JT, we got Pelicans and the Pistons. Hit us with the prop. Who you got cooking us up here?
So I'm still giving a lean. I got a premium prop out of this one.
Hey man, if you want to give a premium to the people tuning in, there's what, 50 of them in there. Go ahead and bless these people with another premium free play.
Yeah, go for it.
All right, let's do it, man. We're going Asar Thompson. We like Asar for over 9.5 points, man. I think it's kind of like a no-brainer one. As long as the game's close, which the Pistons are favorite, this should be cash, man. Asar, he's coming in here into this game. Has 16 points in his only time against the Pelicans. His first game has 16, great showing. And then in this away game specifically, he's over in his last 6 out of 9 on the road. So he performs well on the road. I don't see why he doesn't get over this 9.5 points line. I try to stay away from like the trap numbers, like a solid 10. I wish this line was at 8.5, but 9.5, the value's there, favored it. And like I say, he's in a good spot, so we'll take it.
Love it, JT. Love it. And that was an official premium prop bet. So you guys got blessed there. Go make sure you're showing JT some love in the comments below. Next matchup, we got Pacers and the T-Wolves. This is an interesting game for a few reasons. One, Minnesota, red hot, guys. 7 straight wins, 5-2 against the spread. They're doing that by an average of 14.4 points. But more importantly, this Indiana team, they've been struggling. They got some gimmies coming up. They get the Mavs and then 2 games against the Nets. And it looks like they're going to be sitting everybody. They got Siakam questionable, Naismith questionable. Siakam out, Naismith questionable, Halliburton questionable, and Turner questionable. So this could be a little bit of a give-up spot for Indiana, looking on to those easy games coming up. Don't want to get their guys all tired and fatigued against this red-hot Minnesota squad. Minnesota has also dominated them in recent years. 6 straight wins, 5-1 against the spread. Why not? T-Wolves stay hot in this game. Give me a -8. And look for that number to clear to double digits when those guys get ruled out.
Again, BA. Again, I tell you, guys, fucking, I don't know what you're doing, bro. I know he's good at media and IT. I don't know. He's tapping in somehow, but I'm on the T-Wolves -7.5, -7.5, 8 as well. I mean, T-Wolves riding an 8-game winning streak, covered the spread in 6 of their last 8, 5-1 ATS at home. Pacers, like you, BA described, short-handed. Siakam rolled out, looks like a potential layup spot for them, right? I mean, you got to understand scheduling spots in the NBA. It's so key with an extended 82-game season, right? There's going to be games where they just don't get up for, and this is one of those spots for the Pacers tonight. T-Wolves playing great defense, holding opponents to 104 or fewer points per game in 4 of their last 8. Last 4, they've won at home, 8-2 in their last 10 home games. Pacers and not good on the road, 16-19, and have struggled to compete on the road with especially good ball clubs. Again, Minnesota falls into that category. 7.5, far too short. Should be closer to 8.5, 9 in our opinion. Again, not getting to that. We would need our number would have to line up to about 10 plus. 10.5 to get it on the premium side. So it just doesn't get there far enough. We are lined up on this game, but yeah, just a little short for a premium play, but good for a lean. Give me the T-Wolves -7.5.
Yeah, guys, the books are sharp. They know Indiana's going to be resting guys, and it's going to be one of those gimme spots. So it will be a tough spot there. JT, what you got cooking up here in Minnesota tonight?
So this might be a little opposition to what y'all's play is, but I feel like the T-Wolves definitely probably blew him out of the water, so he's not going to get here. I'm liking Jaden McDaniels for under 6.5 rebounds, man. I'm going under on the 6.5 rebounds. He has been hot on the rebounds lately. Not going to lie, he's been grabbing a bunch of rebounds lately, but he's only averaging 6 rebounds per game, and this is supposed to be a slow-paced matchup. I know the Pacers notoriously play fast, but, I'm thinking it's probably going to be a little bit of a slower matchup. And then, like I said, I think the Timberwolves have a great chance of blowing them out, he doesn't see his usual minutes. Plus, you have, so many rebound grabbing people on the T-Wolves. Ant didn't get his usual rebounds last game. He had a huge, hot start in the first half. I think he scored like 21 points in like the first quarter or middle of second quarter, something crazy like that. So I think Ant gets his rebounds tonight. Obviously, Julius, Rudy Gobert. And all these people are going to be grabbing these boards. I think Jaden McDaniels is the odd man out. So I'm leaning under 6.5 for him on the rebounds.
Like the under read there. And yeah, I agree. It should be hopefully a blowout if things go as expected. And that would line up there with you if it ends up going that route.
Hey, before you get into the next game, couple things. Scrolling at the top, I just want to mention. So our initials are next to each game, right? So I just want you to know SV, BA for Ben, and JT obviously for Josh. So just so you know, those are our leans for the show. The other thing I want to mention before we continue is we have a $5,000 prize pool March Madness, completely free to enter. I want to mention that as well for the new viewers. So, hey, free to enter, first place 1,500. We're giving back to the community. It's sponsored by DraftKings, so you know it's 100% legit. So they approached us with this, and we're happy to bring it to you guys. So the link is in the story. It's everywhere. So just so you know, please enter. If you guys beat us, we're trying to think of creative ideas. So drop them in the comments. If you guys beat us in a bracket, right? And there's going to be hopefully hundreds of you. Those that beat us, what should we give you? So put that in the comments. Looking for creative ideas, and we'll go from there.
Yeah, and so you guys know that link is in the description directly below on this video, already there for you guys. So go ahead and make sure you join that at some point. Scott, I went first on these last few, so we'll see. Maybe you're just piggybacking off of what I say. Well, we'll see what happens here. Nuggets, okay. Nuggets, Warriors. What you got for the people here?
Let me see. Nuggets, Warriors. Let me pull up my cheat sheet. Okay, go. Do you have a total?
I don't have a total. I have a side here.
Yeah, exactly. I go first, and all of a sudden he's got a side. We're going with the over 236.5. Nuggets ranked third in the NBA in points per game. These teams combined for an average of 234.5, just slightly under the 236.5. But why am I taking the over? Last 5 games, Nuggets have allowed over 120 points per game. Warriors over 120 in 2 of their last 5 games. Warriors ranked 10th in pace. Nuggets not far behind. So understand pace, why it's so important. More opportunities, obviously, guys. More opportunities for free throws, which slow the game down, which cause the point total to go up. The over has hit in 3 of the last 5 games for both teams. I got the team total lined up at around 238. So it's going to come down to the final minute, too, in my opinion. So no, can't get there with her premium play, but I got us lined up over 236.5. High scoring affair in Golden State at the Chase Center tonight. Lock me in.
So I did go on a side here on this one. I'm rocking with the Denver Nuggets on the side. This Nuggets team is in trouble here. They're coming off a couple of gross games. They're playing the Lakers, no LeBron, Luka, Hayes, Hachimura, almost below that game. And then to follow it up, they lose to the NBA worst Washington Wizards. Jordan Poole hits a game winner, does the little circle selfie on them. And so you see the press conference afterwards with Jokic and Mike Malone. Jokic talking about the team you are in the regular season, the teams you are in the playoffs. Mike Malone, obviously not a happy camper at this point in time. Nuggets, a lot of success in recent years against Golden State. They've won 8 straight against them, and they just have been underperforming the market. If you look at how they've been going recently, just 3-9 against the spread their last 12 games, would expect a bounce-back opportunity here, catching the points. Yes, Golden State deserves to be favorites in the game. They're playing red-hot basketball, 12-1 their last 13 games, but I can't get the number this high. Closer to 2.5 with the number on this game. Give me Denver and the Joker. I will say Jokic, Murray, and Curry all questionable in this game. I imagine they all go. I think it's just more of that NBA political bullshit where they have to list these guys questionable in case they want to pull them late. But I expect all those guys to go. JT, you got a special prop on this game, don't you?
Bulls and Jazz, I do. Absolutely. But I'm not giving that one out. We gotta keep some stuff in the tuck, man. I was looking at the links. A lot of the Jazz players are not up for whatever reason currently. I think there may be some injury news bound to drop. But I'm taking as a lean prop. It's not the premium prop, everybody. I'm taking Vooch. I'm taking Vooch for 2 3-pointers made. Yeah. 2 threes from a center. What do you think? Man? He hasn't been scoring like he should as of late. He's been down in a lot of categories. We see the Bulls are favored to win this game. Perfect bounce back spot against a team like the Jazz. I think the Jazz have few injuries as well. I seen Keontae George was out, and they're just down in morale. Lauri Markkanen is I guess tanking on purpose because there's no way he's playing this bad. He's way too talented. So I think, Vooch just has his way. Kessler has been playing really well for them, but, he's no match, especially guarding on the perimeter. I think Vooch could dice him up. He could hit those threes. So as a lean, I'm taking Vooch 2 3-pointers made. And this is a plus money prop, everybody. Plus like 120.
Gotta love the value, guys. Always searching for value. You know, our man Lee comes on here on Fridays, gives you guys value as well. And baseball season, by the way, starts tomorrow morning. I mean, 6 o'clock Eastern, I believe, 7:30 Eastern, out in Tokyo, whatever time it is. So there will be some value coming your way in baseball season. Next matchup we got here, Scott, I'll let you start it off again. Raptors and the Suns. Phoenix been struggling a little bit. Do they beat up on Toronto here?
I hate this Phoenix team. I fucking hate this Phoenix team. They got blown out yesterday. Well, I guess they made a little bit of a comeback, but for the most part, the Lakers handled them. They're just out of sorts. I'm leaning to the under here today, 225.5. Both teams playing on a back-to-back. Yes, both teams playing on a back-to-back. Obviously, fatigue will play a factor here potentially on the back-to-back. Suns have averaged only 107 points per game over their last 3 contests. Likely no Beal, no Allen, so they'll be shorthanded as they've been the Suns. Raptors second in defensive rating over the last 8 games in March. Let me repeat that. Raptors, they're second in defensive rating in March, so which is
crazy.
Pretty amazing. Allowing 111 points per game during that stretch. Suns 27th in defensive rating, but they have not been playing well in the defensive end, but still trending to the under because they can't shoot the fucking ball, right? They're not putting the ball in the basket. So bad offense is just good, is just as good to an under as good defense, right? So the Suns are not putting the ball in the basket. The Raptors are playing great defense. That combination coming off a back-to-back, love the under here, under 225.5. And the Raptors are shorthanded as well. They're missing some key players. Barrett's out, Dick's out, Walter. Like I said, no Beal and Allen for the Suns. So we got beat up teams, fatigued teams. Suns can't shoot the ball. Raptors playing great D. Lines up for an under, baby. Under 225.5.
Yeah, lean with you on the under a little bit, but stronger lean to the Raptors. You touched on it. This defense over the last 8 games, absolutely phenomenal. And in that 8-game stretch, they are 6-2 straight up, 7-1 against the spread, covering spreads left and right. And it gets better than that. On the road this season, they've been catching up. They started off this year really lopsided, really covering spreads at home, not on the road. They are now 10-2 against the spread their last 12 road games. Phoenix Suns, second least profitable home team in the NBA, only better than the Pelicans, 11-20-1 against the spread at home this season. We got a hot Raptors team winning games, covering spreads on this road trip, and a nice cold Suns team 1-3 their last 4 games. Give me the Raptors. Keep it close. Both teams shorthanded. Both teams on a back-to-back. Both teams a little banged up. Give me 9 points here with the Raptors. Make Phoenix show me something here and win this game by double digits.
Boom.
What you got, JT?
Like it. All right, guys. So I'm going out of the Suns and Raptors game, man. Give me Quickly. I'm going on the under for Quickly, man. I do not believe in Emmanuel Quickly tonight. He has been scoring pretty well. We had a good game last game from where he dropped 20 points, but I think that was a free throw heavy game. He shot for 6 free throws in that game. That makes a big difference when, your line is at something like 20 for somebody who doesn't get a lot of volume like Quickly on the shots, especially with having so many other heavy shot takers on his team and a lot of high usage players on his team. As a lean, man, I'm going Quickly under 17.5 points.
There you go, JT. Love it. JT, heads up, throwing it right back at you here. I know this is your premium free play of the day in this contest between the Wizards and the Blazers. Go ahead and let these people know this is an official play on the prop card, so you guys know.
All right, guys. Pool party. Jordan Poole over 19.5 points, man. I like this play. It's the only way Jordan Poole does not go over this line is if the NBA calls in a fix and they want the Wizards to lose this game. That's the only way, bro. It's no way he goes under this line because.
What do you mean they call in a fix? They've lost 55 games this year. They don't need a call in a fix for them to lose a game. Come on, JT.
Not to lose, but to not cover. to not cover, I think. They're going to lose, right? That's just how it works with the Wizards. They're going to lose, but they should at least cover, I think. Coming off a high momentum game like that, if they can't cover here, man, there's no hope for that team at all. And I guess some people are already thinking that there's maybe no hope. But, we see Jordan Poole perform well against his team over in his last 2 out of 2 against the Trailblazers. Dude could get hot. He can just really go off, man. I'm talking 30, 40 points. Like he can do anything, man, if he puts his mind to it. He only had 19 points last game on 7-11 shooting. That was the coolest 19 points I've ever seen. Like, it was all in spectacular fashion, every single bucket. I cannot just imagine he comes against a significantly worse opponent tonight, just riding that wave and not go over this 19.5 points line, man. So I like this for the free prop. Made a video on and put it out on the Reels this morning. So let's go, Jordan Poole.
Yeah, make sure you guys are following the Proven Winner prop page so you guys can get all of JT's free plays, posting those almost daily. Scott, what you got cooking up for us here? Wizards, Blazers, another one of these late night West Coast games.
Blazer. This is surprising, and I think this is going to surprise everybody. Blazers, exceptional, best in the NBA on back-to-backs. 9-1-1 ATS. That's amazing. That's amazing. You're thinking of this Blazers team. They're struggling, they don't play great. They actually play decent defense, but they're just not a team that you would think would be exceptional on a back-to-back. That is amazing. Against a Wizards team that is 30th in defensive efficiency, giving up 120 points per game, worst in the NBA. So we got a team that's exceptional on a back-to-back, 9-1-1, team that doesn't play fucking defense. Scoot Henderson, absolutely phenomenal. I actually like him a lot. He's been playing phenomenal basketball. Let's see, 30 points over his last 2 outings. So recent form, Scoot has been one of the leaders on the team. They got Shannon Sharp.
He did that off the bench.
Yeah, but he's a key piece to the puzzle over there. Wizards 14-17-2 as ATS as a road underdog. They don't play well on the road. Blazers play well, better at home, especially on a back-to-back. And they've been in their last 5 games, 4.5 points, a point differential to the positive as well. So recent form for Portland defense, not elite, but better than Washington because everyone's better than Washington on the defensive end, averaging 114 points per game. So not hard to be better than Washington, but love the Blazers tonight. -5.5, lock me in. Every check mark besides the line being a little bit not lining up for our point value there. Almost made it to the premium side, just didn't get there for me personally. Blazers -5.5. Strong lean. If you're asking me what my best bet on the show is, Blazers 5.5, just short of not making it.
Yeah, I'm lined up with you on Portland here at the 5.5. You got this Wizards team, and this actually does co-align with JT's prop. They are in a letdown spot coming off the game winner at Denver, right? It's the worst team in the NBA. They go win against a team who won a chip 2 years ago. It's the 3-time MVP in Jokic. That's going to go to Jordan Poole's head a little bit. The guy's a little arrogant. He's got a little bit of ego. He thinks because he won a chip next to Steph Curry, he is Steph Curry. He's just not. I imagine we see Jordan Poole play a little bit of selfish basketball today. You already touched on it with the success that we've seen with the Blazers on back-to-backs this season. Also a lot of success against Washington, 9-3 against the spread the last 12 games. Again, not a premium play, but Scott and I lined up here on the Blazers for the spread. And then we got one more game to go through for you guys. This is a premium free play on the card. So, Scott, I'll let you go ahead and get this one cooking. Spurs, Lakers, what's that premium free play for the PW Nation?
So we're going late night West Coast for you guys. Going to make you East Coast guys stay up late for this game. Lakers, exceptional at home, 9 of 10 at crypto, covering the spread in 6 straight home games. Yes, we all know without LeBron, Lakers are a different team. But yes, Luka stepped up again yesterday. Luka wants to step up and be the leader on this team. That's why he's here, right? LeBron's not taking a back seat, but he's kind of, he's sitting in the front seat, he's in the passenger seat, right? So Luka really needs to step up and be the leader. Spurs, they're a mess. No, without Wemby, without Fox, they're a fucking mess. Spurs ranked 25th in defensive rating and have allowed 127 points in 4 of their last 6 games. Over their last 13 games, worst defensive team in the league. So we have a great Lakers. The strength of the Lakers is on the defensive end of the floor. We have the worst defensive team in the league over the last 13. So in recent form, Spurs, a fucking mess. Giving up 3 points more per 100 possessions than any other team in the league. So it's not like by a small margin. They're the worst team in the league over the last 13 games. Luka, his form starting to come, averaging 30-plus points in 6 of his last 8 games. Yesterday, 33 points, 11 rebounds, 8 assists. So he's in back to Luka form that he was on the Mavs. San Antonio has gone 2-4 against the spread in their last 6 games, 0-3 ATS in their last 3 as an underdog. Everything lines up here. Lakers. 7-3 ATS last 10, covering in 5 of their last 6 as favorites. The defensive end of the floor, like I had mentioned, ranking 3rd in defensive rating since January 3rd. I think they're going to shut the Spurs down, run them out of the fucking gym tonight, and win by 20. That's what I think.
Yeah, 100%. Obviously, we're lined up on this. It's a premium play. The Lakers, guys, we talked about it all year. They've been just one of the best home teams all season long. Ironically, one of their home losses was in blowout fashion against the Spurs earlier this season. Spurs walked in there, beat them 126-102. And that was a San Antonio team that was obviously healthy, still had playoff aspirations. They were getting aggressive at the deadline. And obviously, it's a big different outlook now with Wemby and Fox both out. You have one of the best home teams in the NBA, 12-3 against the spread their last 15 games against one of the worst road teams in the NBA. Spurs, 2-10 against the spread, the last 12 on the road. One team fighting for playoff spots, one team looking to find a nice lottery draft pick to pair with Wemby and Fox for the next 5 years. Definitely all lined up here on the Lake Show. And JT, you got any nice props for us lined up in this game tonight?
Yeah, I'm going with the lean of Harrison Barnes under 17.5 PRA for this one. He's actually been hot, but I think it stops here. He gets cooled off. He's over his last 4 out of 5 games here, which is pretty impressive, but he's been shooting very efficiently on not that many attempts. He's been just killing from an efficiency standpoint. The Lakers got a good enough defense, like I said, to slow him down and bring that to a halt. So let me get Harrison Barnes under the 17.5 line.
I do want to mention this line picked up since we've released it to the premium side. So it is 9.5 now. I don't know, BA, if you can confirm that, if you do have the lines up or not, but I'm looking on the feed right now and it looks like it ticked up. One of our premium members did hit us up. And so you guys are okay to lock in 9.5 in our opinion at -110. We'd rather you lock in -9.5 than -8.5, -130. So from an odds perspective, from a math perspective, always take the -110. So we're not buying points here.
Yeah, it is up to 9.5 at all books, guys. Make sure you guys grab that still before it hits double digits. As always, we appreciate you guys tuning in. We have not received many questions in the chat. So if you guys have any questions while we're still on here for a few minutes, please drop those in the chat. We'll answer those. And just for you guys here, we got a big week coming up, boys. We got March Madness starting up tomorrow with the first 4. If you guys want us to tune in for our March Madness edition of this, make sure you tune in on Wednesday. Scott and I are going to have some top picks for Thursday, some futures perhaps on the Final Four, some upset ideas. We're going to be covering all that, so make sure you come back in on Wednesday. And obviously, what are we down? 14, 15 games left before NBA playoffs. Things heating up here in the NBA.
I'll have probably from Sweet 16 to National Championship, I'll have some college basketball props. I know I don't do much college basketball props, but there's just too many teams, man. There's too many teams. I only watch Duke and I don't watch all of their games, to be honest. So that's why I don't drop a lot of college. Well, I don't drop any college basketball props really, unless that's the only thing that's on and I have to, do super research. But for March Madness, when we get to like Sweet 16 and we start going out from there, I'll know the teams. I'll be dialed in and I'll be doing research. And we should have some college basketball props, man.
So we were lined up to go to Vegas over Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. But, guys, there's too much action, right? This means a lot more than having a good time in Vegas. We got to be lined up for our caps and for you guys. So I'll be in my office. You can see it. I got 4 TVs. There's 4 games going on Thursday and Friday, Saturday, Sunday in each section. So we'll be here watching. We may even do a live show, do some live betting. We've talked about that as well. So stay tuned for some of that information. But like BA said, you guys want more content like this. We want to bring it to you guys. It's actually a lot of fun for us. I want to encourage you guys to get in the chat and really communicate with us, ask us questions in the chat. The more you guys interact, the better the show becomes. And we're having more fun together and hopefully giving you guys more winners. So
Yeah, just to address to the comments in the chat right now, we see Bobby asking who's going to win March Madness. Tune back in on Wednesday. We're going to have a full edition of March Madness for the Thursday and Friday slate. Deion Miller, Memphis versus Kings. We have a premium play in that game. We have a premium play in the Bulls game, in the Heat versus Knicks game, and then obviously the Lakers game. We gave it to you guys. Won't be covering those. Taking care of our premium guys. If you guys want those plays for those reads, that is where we have our largest edges tonight. There is a link in the description below. You guys can sign up and get our plays for 7 days, 80% off, taking advantage of our intro weekly. I don't know if you guys got anything else. You guys ready to wrap things up here?
Yeah, just a reminder again, I want to remind you guys that bracket, I want you guys to enter that. Again, it's 100% free, $1,500 the first. And again, I would love for you guys to share some of your ideas. If you guys beat BA, myself, JT, I hope you enter as well. If you guys beat us, we want to give you something in return. Make us do something on the show. I don't know. We'll do something. Let's get creative with some ideas, but really interact and let us know. And we're happy to let's make this show something special. So let's do it.
Yeah, maybe we'll find out some type of wager between Scott and I for these final 4 teams when we do our show on Wednesday, and we'll find a fantasy punishment for you guys. So we'll have that lined up as well. We'll make it a fun one for everybody. See Taylor Garcia, Nugs. Yes, it's lining up at the top. By the way, my lean on that game was Denver. Scott had the lean to the over in that game. If you guys want all these, you can rewatch it. It'll be posted right up afterwards. Appreciate you guys tuning in. Scott, you want to take us out here?
I'm fired up. 4 premium plays tonight. JT, you got 5 premium props, correct?
Yeah, 1 free prop, 5 premium props. Yep.
Okay, there we go. So let's go 10-0. What do you say? Let's go 10-0. Putting it out in the community. The money tree is there. All the vibes are good. Taking us out. Let's go, B-Dub Nation. We're out. Appreciate you guys tapping in.
Guys. All righty. That was good stuff, guys.
That was fun.
Yeah.
I think
so you just ended it and we're still on?
Yeah.